Hello everyone and happy Vlogmas Day 2. Really under the weather today, don't feel well. So I just put in some 3 chicken legs in my Ninja all-in-one pot, which I just plugged in, and I just wanted to bring you along. I did some salt, pepper, granulated garlic, some onion powder, sprig of thyme, and then I have Better Than Bouillon. I'm going to add some water into this because that will make its own broth. And I'm going to pressure this. Super easy dump and go meal. So I'll have to eat. So let's see, did I leave anything out? I'm going to add the hot water and I'm going to pressure it. Let that run for a minute. And then I think I'm going to do some chicken rice and some green beans. And that will be my quick dump and go kind of dinner tonight. So, okay, so you don't have to put too much water in, even though you are going to be pressuring it. Okay, so that's probably about good. And I'm just gonna swish around the Better Than Bouillon, like so. If you have this making model, just put the other lid on. Super duper easy. And we're going to pressure it. Make sure that's closed. I have it to where I can do my pressure at a certain amount of time, or you could do it low or high. Yeah, it's low or high, so I'm going to do high, and then I'm going to do it on about 6 minutes. Right there, 6 minutes, and I'll bring you back when the chicken is done. So let's hit this start button. Just always make sure that this is in the right position. And we're going to get dinner on Vlogmas Day 2 started. I didn't eat anything today, and like I said, I'm just not really feeling very well. So I did state in my live last night, which was my Vlogmas live. I'm going to try to do the best I can do. Might not be the most exciting things, but I'll do the best that I can do. So I still have Thanksgiving to clean up from. I have to get to storage, and like I said, I'm just not feeling well. So we're gonna let that go. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Yeah, and another thing, very quickly, I wanted to show you. I got 2 quart-sized jars. I made it a little bit more difficult for myself. The other one's up there in the back of up there. I made it a little bit more difficult for myself. I took all the Yum Yums and I blended them in the blender and then put it through a cheesecloth. But the next time I get out, I'm going to look for a fine sieve. I have one, but it's in storage with my life. I'm going to get a fine sieve, and then I will rerun that through one more time. I usually like to strain mine about 3 times. But I also got to the fire cider today and have 2 quart-sized jars ready to go for winter. So, also did that today. Okay, so I just did the self-release button. I don't normally do it, but you can click it and it will let all the steam out. When that button goes down, then you can open it. So let's give it a minute. I really don't know how I want my chicken legs. If I want to pick it off the bone, put it in with the rice, but there's the button down. And steamy. Now, I'm going to take, I think I'm going to pull the meat off the bone. Normally my son likes it. Maybe I'll do it that way. We're just going to wing it. So, let me get these out and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so for starters, these are cooked. I'm just going to take them out. And I'm going to reserve the chicken broth, with the bouillon and the thyme. Okay, so I just took the chicken broth out. You can clean it if you want. I'm not going to. I'll show you why. Because I'm making a chicken rice to go with this with maybe some green beans. So I'm just going to wipe it out a little bit. Like I said, it's not going to matter because it's going to be chicken rice. And now I'm going to put my button on sear and saute. On high, we're going to turn that on. And we're going to start off with some butter. Right in the bottom. Let me move you to right there. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's already making like a ticking noise. I love this machine. Love, love, love it. So we're going to need a tablespoon of butter. And it's ice cold from out of the fridge. We're just going to plop it in. This is going to be an easy dump and go meal. Try to get the butter off without clinking too much. When you go to that mode on your machine, it warms up fairly quickly. Just gonna rub the butter around like so. Let it melt for a minute or two. Whoops. Okay. Let's see how our butter's doing. Another minute or two for the butter to melt, and then we're going to go in with the rice. Okay, so I just put my rice in and I want to let it brown for a few minutes, and then I'm going to put approximately like 2.5 cups of water in there. After this gets all toasty, it's the way that I like it. Get my spoon. You want it to get the butter all over it. And you want it to start browning like you would as if you were making like a rice-a-roni. Okay. So we're going to let that keep going. I think I'm going to pull the chicken off the bone. And I'm also going to get my 2.5 cups of water to get ready to dump that in. Okay, you can see that it's getting pretty well browned. So I'm going to put my let me see. I have to add my 1 other cup. So let me do that. Exactly like if you were making rice-a-roni. If you still buy rice-a-roni, go for it. You could do the same thing. And we're just going to give this a stir. Just like so. Let that do its thing. And now, I buy these little packages that are like chicken seasoning. Pretty fair ingredients in it. I'm going to let this come to a boil, and I'm going to, I think, pull the chicken off because I will be adding a little bit of chicken broth into that. At least I think I will. I forgot when I was putting it in. You can use chicken broth or you can use water. I just forgot. So let me start picking the chicken off. Okay, I just went in with my package. It's almost like it's chicken bouillon, but it's chicken flavor with no artificial ingredients. So we're just gonna let that hold all in there. And you can literally turn this into a dump and go this time. I want something cozy. I want rice, and I think I'm going to put the chicken in there. The other thing that I added in to my chicken was a little bit of this Tony Hatcheries. So I think I'm just going to put a little sprig inside the rice so all the flavors mold together. Okay, gonna do that. And now I'm gonna go back to picking the chicken off. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the rice to get done, figured we would do the advent calendar. I showed this in last night's live. I think it's called Ladder Ranch. It's Switzerland chocolate. And we are looking for 2. Let's see what's in there. Ooh, what is this one? Hazelnut. So we'll save that as a sweet little treat for after dinner. But we have door 1 and window 2 done. And yeah, so I think this is super cute. Like I said, he found it in New York City at the actual store. If you know anything about the chocolate, it's very expensive. So yeah, that's what we got. The hazelnut. Just as Ladder Ranch hazelnut. So we'll leave that there. We'll go back to finishing up dinner, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Rice is starting to get like sticking, but you know. So I'm gonna go in with this, which is a little hot. I'm gonna put in a little bit of the chicken broth. Stir it up. Get it all the way around the pot. Let me taste the actual broth. I was going to make, you could do this with leftover turkey. I was going to make turkey soup today, but I just didn't feel like it. That is delicious. I have green beans on the side. I can't. Raise it up just a tiny bit. Fix it. There you go. I had to deal with a little bit of steam, but sorry about that. Okay. I picked through my chicken really well. I just forked it. And now I'm just going to go in with all the chicken. Like I said, you could do this with turkey. You could turn it into a soup. Possibilities are endless. And I will get this to take more chicken broth. This will probably be the last of it. Let's see. Yep, okay. Waste not, want not. Just mix it in with the chicken. Now this is the part where you can use some beans, green beans, like string beans, and put them right in here. But you get yourself a bowl, and this, my friend, be delicious. You could do this with anything. So, I've been kind of addicted to green beans lately, but I'm definitely like tapped out of Thanksgiving food for sure. And now what I'm going to do is just let the chicken re-warm up again. Do its thing. You notice I didn't have to put the other lid on. I am going to go in with a little bit of some fresh thyme because it's so good with chicken, just in general. I'm not going to do like a huge amount. I might do a sprig and just slide it down. And you have yourself a decent meal in a matter of a few minutes. So, I don't know. I know I'm definitely getting a bowl, so let's start with that. And I just had out a can of green beans. I don't know. I like my vegetables. So, but you can put corn into this. You can put green beans into this, whatever you want. It's so easy. If you have just a regular Instapot, you could do the same thing. And This is great for 2 people right here. Actually feeds 4, but it's great for 2 people. Get a bowl out. I'm going to give it a little taste test. I want to blow on it so I don't burn my mouth to death. Very comforting, very tasty. It comes together in no time. So that is it. That's all there is to it. The chicken is warm, thoroughly cooked through and warmed. And the rice is done, and I'm now just going to turn the whole thing off. If I wanted to just keep this warm, I could do that. But this is why I love my all-in-one Ninja. It's just fantastic. So, what's it gonna do? Alright, I might pass on the green beans. Let me get a big enough spoon. Get herself some nice little serving. It's a little bit of a break after all the cooking for Thanksgiving. Look at that gorgeousness. I hope you can see that well. Take another taste and get a piece of chicken with it. Ooh, hot. I'm probably going to put some pepper on mine. The seasoning is on point. And that's it. And that is my Vlogmas Day 2 today. Something different, but I said this year may be different. I'm here with my son. So that's dinner. And we opened up the advent calendar. Love you all. If you're not subscribed here, maybe think about subscribing. And I will catch you on the next one. You are going to love this. Comes together in minutes. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you soon, friends. Bye-bye.